Who was it? Was it Professor Plum with the candlestick? Or was it Colonel Mustard with the revolver? No, with what?
The lead pipe.
The lead pipe. What is the lead pipe, you say?
Lead pipe?
The lead pipe, it's the first, it's like the musician is the first chair.
And Kniffy? What is?
It's a Kniffy? That's, what's the chick's name?
Peacock?
Mrs. Cock. Mrs. Peacock with the Kniffy. Steph loves Clue.
I do.
That's her favorite thing. Oh, I guess we're doing a podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. How are you doing? Welcome back to episode...
We're recording?
Oh, we sure were. Episode 14, Heine House Live. I am joined by the lovely Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello, everyone.
It's good to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
We decided that we wanted to talk about E3 and talk about what we thought of E3, Microsoft, Squeenix, all these different devs and a bunch of games coming out.
We got our E3 shirts on.
Yes, we sure do. How do you guys like them? Pretty fantastic. We noticed. What did we notice?
Everyone was wearing some fancy Hawaiian shirt on during like their interviews on E3. I'm like,
and she was like, "What the hell? What's going on?" Is there like
we have to do that? We have to be a part of it.
I'm like, brilliant. So we went into the closet, dug deep, real deep, and we found
Bob barking.
We found these shirts and a Bob barking. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the intro. Heine House Live, episode 14. Let's do some of this. What do you say? Welcome to Heine House Live, a podcast about the exciting and ever-changing world of gaming and technology. Heine House Live is available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever else you listen to podcasts. For all other info, including links to our community Discord, live video feed, episode archive, and a whole host of other great entertainment, please visit HeineHouse.com.
Winner. Perfect.
How about that, Steph?
Bruh.
What's wrong with you?
Apparently there's a lot wrong with me.
Stephanie now is doing something that a lot of people have wanted to do, is touch my soundboard. Go ahead. You can have at it. Have free range. What do you want to do here?
That's such a... Is that your pickup line?
It's my new pickup line. Hey, baby, you want to play with my soundboard?
You know it!
Barg. No, Steph did, before the episode, say, did you go get that Reggie one I sent you? And I'm like, no, I'll go get it. Go ahead, play it. Go ahead.
I want to make sure I press the right one.
It's G.
What's wrong with you?
So I put it right next to bruh.
What's wrong with what's wrong with you?
So good. We love you, Reggie, and we miss you. So of course, thanks so much for being here, everyone. We're going to talk about E3 episode 14. We tried to do this live, had major issues, so we just stopped the stream. We're starting over, and we're going to be recording it right now, offline. So thanks for everyone who came out on Twitch and showed us love and support. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yes.
With that being said, thank you for your support on Patreon. Yeah.
You've got mail.
The show is completely supported and funded, of course, by your support right here on Patreon. All these lovely people you see on your screen, thank you so much. If you enjoy the show, want to see it continue, this is how you do it. You show me love, you support right here on patreon.com/Jason Heine. Jason Heine. Who is Heine? Who is that guy? I don't think I know him. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. We have a huge episode. So much, in fact, I think it will be a miracle if we can keep it under 2 hours.
I think we can.
Let's try. Let's do it. First off, the first up, Microsoft.
So what did you think of Microsoft's overall E3 presence?
Well, considering, so they were first up.
Yes.
And considering Sony wasn't there and Nintendo hadn't come out yet, they were what, Tuesday or Monday?
Nintendo was Tuesday.
Tuesday. So they were like 3 days away. I felt that Microsoft kind of had more clout during the show because they were there, and I thought they had a really great showcase. They touted that they're showing 60 games, a lot of exclusive games, a lot of Microsoft Studio games, and of course pushing their Game Pass.
Their Game Pass
for
and their
PC.
xCloud.
Yes, and their xCloud. So I mean, they really did. They had a lot to talk about. They talked about a lot, and I thought it was great overall. Though, I mean, I don't think any bit of E3 really like wowed me per se. Like, I remember some E3s being completely blown away and like wowed.
Yes.
So this didn't do that. Not that every E3 has to do that, right? It doesn't have to.
This
but
just wasn't one of them.
yes, completely agreed. So that's kind of like my overall. I thought it was great. I didn't think it was amazing. Nothing like made me have very rock hard boner, but still was good.
I can't think of a funny joke.
We probably got one in here.
What's wrong with you?
What did you think overall of E3 or of Microsoft? Yeah.
It was okay. Like they actually had a lot of good games that I also wasn't expecting.
This is true. Yeah, that was nice.
I don't like the fact that a lot of, not just Microsoft, but pretty much all of E3, most of it is just trailers, and you don't really actually get to see any gameplay.
This is true.
So
yeah.
it's hard to, honestly, for me, it's sometimes hard to tell, like, okay, I see the trailer, but what's the game actually about? Like, what is my objective? What is the goal in that game to do?
Right. Like you see it, but you don't really understand it.
Yeah. Like an example was Spiritfarers. You're on a boat with all the animals.
Oh yeah, that one looked really good.
Yeah.
The animation was really, really nice.
Yeah, but like just watching that trailer, it's like, okay, so definitely something to do with death, but I don't know like what I'm supposed to do.
I remember after the trailer, I thought, what is it? What are we even doing? Like, what is it classified as?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
So I feel like a lot of it, you now have to go to secondary sites or watch other people upload their demos of them playing it at E3 to figure out what's going on.
True. And you know, a lot of these developers have booths on the show floor where they're showcasing it. And it's like, the fact is that we're not there, so we can't go and see it. So luckily, a lot of these developers will upload like an interview or a panel, like Dying Light 2, like one of our most anticipated game this year. We didn't see really anything.
No, there's no new gameplay.
And
it was like 8, or they say it was new gameplay, but it didn't look
it
like
didn't really
it.
look like it. Honestly, I feel like we'd seen that last year. It was almost the same thing. So it was the panel afterwards that was really exciting and good for us to see. But we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
So as far as the games are concerned, I agree with you completely. They're like, we show 60 games. Well, you know, they only have an hour, right? So they're like, yeah, well, we showed 10 seconds of 50 games and showed a minute of 10 games. Like, they have to fit it
in that time frame.
There's like no way to.
Well, here's a good question. What games really stuck out in your mind during, like, do you remember from the
Battletoads for sure. That stuck out. Blair Witch. We saw some Star Wars that stood out to me.
But a lot of it kind of like falls into the cracks. Like they just showed so much.
And I'm saying that's about it that I can, without looking at the notes.
It was almost like an overload.
About all I can remember. Yeah. Well, again, so some of those 60 games that we wrote down some notes to talk about, some things that stood out to us. Bleeding Edge. This looked really good, to be honest.
It does. Yeah. This was one of the games that I guess there was no info leading up to it. It's one of the new games that they showed off. Which
really should be celebrated.
Yeah.
Like, we should appreciate the fact that they're like, hey,
trying something new.
Here's a brand new IP. Here's something new that nobody knew about. It's like Apex Legends. I mean, say what you want about EA and Origin and bullshit. Like, they came out.
Didn't know you need.
They came out and they're like, play this game, and it was amazing. So yeah, I mean, Bleeding Edge, it kind of looked. What did it? It sort of looked like Overwatch in a way, the animation and the art style.
Yeah, it looked like a lot like Overwatch with melee, just all melee. So it's like all Genjis.
Oh fuck! No, I'm just kidding. Well, I was gonna buy it. I'm gonna fucking turn that off.
He's not all melee.
No, and you know, it was in third person, and having it being focused more on melee combat is going to add a definite new kind of element and dimension to the game. I think it's going to be exciting because close quarters combat is way different than being fucking snip snap sniper up on the mountain.
Yeah.
just picking off noobs left and right like an idiot. Like it's totally different than that.
Yeah.
Like getting up close and personal, you actually have to play.
You have to play differently.
And that's exciting. Thank you for forcing these fucking scrubs to get off their ass and get in the game and fight. I've been saying this for years. Like, I have no problem saying this and talking shit.
That means like no one's gonna play it.
You know what? It's really funny that you say that because that may happen. Remember in Battlefield when we used to play, and whenever so I used to run. We won't go too far into this, but I used to run my own server in Battlefield Bad Company too, and everyone that came in would pick sniper, and they'd all sit up on the hills and just snipe. And it'd be like Steph, me, Justin, a couple other people would be playing, and we'd just be getting picked off. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, fuck this. So I go in and I limit the recon to just one per squad, right? Only one sniper. Like, sniper is valuable, but if you're all going to sit up there like idiots and just camp and snipe, this is stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't work if everyone's sniping, because then no one moves.
Then no one moves and nothing happens. So I limit it to one per class. Everyone that came in, boom, instantly left.
Yeah.
The server went dead. Nobody would play.
They were so upset that they couldn't be a sniper. There couldn't be more than one sniper. They're like, why can't I play this class?
And like, I understand that you want to come in and play what you want to play. I understand that. But also, dude, it's like Overwatch. When you play Overwatch, sure, we all have our mains, right? But we also will
have to fill a role.
Thank you. Thank you. Where's the round of applause for that one? Thank you. And please, now feel free. Anytime you want to do something in here, just have at it. Like when we're talking about snipers.
Stop it. Get some help.
You can do that. You can do any of that. So anyway, long story short, that's what happens. Hopefully Bleeding Edge will get some close quarters and be kind of strategic. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, again, they just showed trailer footage, so there's really don't know what abilities to expect or if there's any ultimates or like how it plays out. It's kind of so like I don't know what to expect.
Right. That's right. Well, we'll see. Should be fun when it comes out. We'll check it out. Next they showed Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Gotta say that. Gotta get Wisp. Wispy.
You're putting an extra H in there.
Am I? Oh, it's WHISP. Wisp. This game looked pretty good. What'd you think?
It did. I've never played any of the other Ori games, so I don't know what the series is about, but I felt really bad for that little creature getting chased by those giant monsters.
I have to agree.
If that's the whole game, I would cry.
Like,
I'd feel like so sad for that.
My thing is what the fuck did this cute, cuddly little thing do to be attacked and chased like this? Like, what did it...
By huge monsters.
Like, we didn't play the other ones, and maybe we need to understand it. But I'm like, don't chase him.
I know.
Don't chase that little guy.
I was actually really sad watching that trailer.
Honestly, you said it, though. I feel like if I play this game, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
There's no way around that.
I will.
Oh.
This is going to make me cry.
Why? Because you're going to be waiting in line with a bunch of 10-year-olds to get it, too? Why? Is that why? I'm not talking shit about it. We're talking about Minecraft Dungeons.
The game you didn't know you needed. Came out of nowhere. Yeah. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Again, nothing. I mean, Minecraft has so many games now, so many iterations of it.
And
I didn't think there'd be another
popular.
one out. Yeah, it's so popular. And this is my kind of thing. Dungeon crawling, like a mix of Diablo and Torchlight. I'm all over that.
Totally.
All over that. And it's multiplayer, local and online. So you get to play with me.
Absolutely. I'm not going to lie. When I saw this, I was like, at first, I was like, oh, fuck, here comes another stupid Minecraft game. Everyone and their mom's going to be on iPads playing this shit. And then I started, because we were all forced to watch it, right? We're watching it live. And I'm like, this looks awesome.
You're forced to watch it.
Well, yeah, because we're there. We can't fast forward it. This thing was TiVo. Can't fast forward it. And so I'm like, well, let's see what it is. And
that's because I made you sit there to watch it with me.
Yeah, what am I going to do, Steph? I'm going to pause it. Okay, now fast forward it after 5 minutes. No, it was way cool. And not going to lie, looks fun. Multiplayer. Dude, I'm in. Absolutely. It looks fun. Looks hella fun.
I might be picking that up.
Damn you, Minecraft. Moving right along, of course, this show kind of was not centered around it, but there was a lot of buzz about the new Star Wars. It's called Star Wars Fallen Order. And I honestly, I'm getting old school Star Wars vibes when I see it. And it looks incredible. It does. But then here's the thing. Like, first of all, I'm not going to talk shit about this at all. I think this looks great, and I'm excited for it. I'm just saying that Battlefront also looked really good. And if you guys have played that, you know that it's a great game at its core, but EA.
Well, hopefully they won't be making that mistake. This is the only newish game that EA showed at E3.
Very true.
Everything else was updates to their current IPs that are out.
It's true. Very true.
Sims, FIFA, Madden. FIFA.
People love that. Yeah. I mean, they're very, very popular. But Star Wars, so it's third person, single player experience, what they're touting. When is it? It takes after what is the episode it goes after, or it takes place after?
It's supposed to be after Order 66 happens.
Do we know when that is in the Star Wars universe? 'Cause I have no idea.
It happens in the third movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and you see Saul Guerrera, right? Is that his name? Now I'm like blanking.
I don't know. Gamester would know. We got to get him on. He would know. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks fantastic.
Now I'm like, wait a minute, is that a real person's name? And I just morphed it in with the Star Wars
I think you meant Jar Jar. Misa is a Jar Jar.
I'm just really bad with names, so.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jessica. No,
nice to meet you. I'm James. No, but the combat in that game, from what we saw in the gameplay, it looked really fluid, and it looked very satisfying
and fast.
Yeah, and fast,
responsive,
and in a lot of cases, it felt kind of like the Jedi powers, where they're like pulling people towards you and then like stabbing them with your lightsaber and then throwing their bodies off. Like, it almost, in some cases, kind of felt brutal.
Yeah,
which is something that Star Wars hasn't really seen too much. Like Jedi powers, you push them away or pull them towards you and attack them, but nothing really brutal. And this kind of felt that way.
It has more weight to it, like behind the throws and the punches and the hits. They just sound heavier in the game.
Totally.
So that might be a nod to the sound design too.
Yes, very true. Yeah, honestly, it looked really good, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, me too.
And the droid, what's the little droid? BD1. What's it called? That's what it's called?
Yeah, BD1.
BD1.
I want.
You had Steph at BD1. He is pretty cute.
Yeah, like I'd play that game just for BD1. Like it could be like a Battlefront, and I would play it for BD1.
The Adventures of BD1, and it's just like you just run around. Like, that'd be awesome, right?
Yeah,
you'd play that.
I would.
1996. Where were you? What were you doing in 1996? Were you in the theaters?
I was.
Were you? What were you watching in the theaters, Steph?
Watching Blair Witch.
Blair Witch. God. Wow, that's great. You know what? In like 25 or some odd years later, they should make a game out of that.
Yeah, they really should. I'm surprised they haven't yet.
Bruh.
What's wrong with you?
Blair Witch was announced, another one that came out of left field.
Unexpected, yeah. And you didn't know what the game was. Actually, I thought it was going to be something related to, I don't know, like Silent Hill or something along those lines. One of those, maybe not Resident Evil, but totally unexpected to see that Blair Witch logo pop up at the end of the trailer.
I was just really happy to see that 1996 Sony Handycam in the trailer.
I was gonna say,
like, bro, I still have that camera. That's the one Big Nell had our whole lives filming us.
I was going to say, I was excited to see the doggo. Bullet.
Basically, you put a dog in any game.
Any cute little thing. You can pet it, too.
You can pet your doggo.
Again, but see, we wouldn't know that if we didn't go and watch the
This is true.
The gameplay.
It's true. They didn't show dog petting in the trailer.
That's so vital.
Yeah, totally.
But it's nice. It looks like it kind of follows the same format of the Blair Witch movie, like everything being recorded.
Yeah, it kind of plays like it.
Yeah, the guy finds a video camera and is actually looking at this footage and watching it play out in the area that he's in. And obviously something dark happens.
Let's go find this kid.
Yeah. And we have to
You be dead.
try to rescue somebody.
Just another horror game to scare the shit out of me. I'm always get scared of those and wet myself.
Yeah. And they say that like the combat there is a little bit of combat, but it's supposed to make you feel very vulnerable. So that's always
Y'all
like
know I'm not into the horror games. I mean, it just scares the shit out of me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like being scared. I don't, dude. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it.
No, please.
No,
do.
I've already said it a million times. It's when Resident Evil, the dogs jumped through the window and chased me, and I wet myself. It's ever since then. I'm just like I'm scared.
You've been
now.
wetting yourself. Oh,
every night.
no,
It freaks me out.
I don't know. I do like those. It's because it's kind of like a mystery, and you have to try and solve what's going on, and it's just scary stuff happening along the way.
Well, you're a big.
I do like horror. I
Horror
like
buff.
psychological horror, which was what Blair Witch was.
Right.
Like I don't think this is gonna be like really gory, but
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think so
assuming
either.
it's gonna kind of follow the movie.
It's designed to just
format.
fuck with your head. That's what I think it's going to
Yes.
do. It's going to just screw with you so much.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of fun. Okay, now moving on to another one. One that everyone's talking about.
Even Bobo.
Even Bob, see how excited he got. We haven't even announced it yet. He knows. Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
This looks amazing. And it looked amazing last year. Now, remember last year, they released like an hour-long gameplay of them actually playing it.
Yes.
After E3. It just showed up on YouTube, and that's the way you do it, man. You want to sell your game, announce it, get in everyone's head, and then like the next week, drop a fucking gameplay of an hour long of your game.
Yeah, that's what people really want to see, not trailers. I mean, trailers are important, I guess, but
It's an introduction. It's a handshake. Like, hello, I'm Cyberpunk. Nice to meet you. And then the party is the gameplay. Like, give us the gameplay. So they did it right last year. And this year, although I don't think we really saw a lot of gameplay per se, we kind of just
there was no new gameplay really. I mean, they showed a little bit of like a scene.
right.
I'm assuming that happens in the game, but there was no actual new gameplay that we found.
It was really all about introducing the one, the only Keanu Reeves.
The breathtakingly.
You're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking. That was so great. He came out. Everyone saw it. We don't need to talk about it because you all saw it.
Yeah. Is it sad that that's probably like the best part of Microsoft?
In fact, it is sad. Yes, that is very sad. And
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with
very,
you?
very sad. But yeah, that game, honestly, it looks amazing. And I think that that's probably going to be a day one for me, for sure. April 16th, 2020. So we have some time to think about it.
Yeah, we still got a little bit of time.
I mean, give it to them. They're making a great game. And for what we've seen, I mean, even last year, all the early footage, it looked very good and
looked
well
pretty
put together.
polished, yeah.
If they still need almost a year, I mean,
Well, because it's
fuck it, give it to them.
it's based off of a RPG, like a tabletop RPG game.
Oh, it is?
Cyberpunk 20.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
2020. Don't at me. I don't remember, but it is based off of an RPG tabletop game. So you know how in depth those go.
I do, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to all the different scenarios that game's going to present. Supposedly, there's a way that you can play the game as a complete pacifist without killing anybody.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know, like
That's so cool, man. How
sounds-
deep is that? That's super, super deep.
Yeah, so like it sounds like there's going to be lots of different ways to play it. Like you can be stealth, you can go all out, guns blazing. You can, be a diplomat and talk your way out of everything and not kill a single person.
That is so
Brilliant.
cool. That requires so much writing.
Yes.
No, that's all they're spending their time on. The game engine's done, but they're just doing the writing to try to get all those different scenarios.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And Bob's excited. He loves it.
Sorry, guys.
What is this? What is this game? When I see this name, I think of fava, spit fava beans.
Fava.
Fava beans. I don't know why.
No, that's Spirit Fair. That's the one we were talking about. We're like, we don't know what's really going on in this game, but it looks pretty.
Yeah, it does.
Apparently, it's like a mix between it's a management type game, and you are ferrying souls across to the afterlife or something like that. That's what I gathered from the demo. Didn't get that at all from the trailer.
Right.
So it looks like a beautiful game, honestly. Like it's almost looks like a cartoon, really. Not so much like a computer animation, but like an actual hand-drawn cartoon.
I'll be honest, like when I saw the art style of it, I was very much blown away. Kind of like when I first saw Aladdin come out on Genesis. I was like,
yeah.
Damn, this is really, really good. At the time, not knowing, but like Disney animators animated that game, for Genesis. And so, this looks really, really nice.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. That's why it looks so damn good, because like they actually did it. Crazy shit. Very, very cool. And also, the game's going to be 2-player co-op. So
I get to be the cat.
she plays the cat, or
yeah, you plays the cat, or I think the girl's name is Stella.
Is it like a wolf or a?
No, she's
a person.
I think she's just a person,
oh, okay.
And everybody you ferry across is a animal of some sort, or a humanoid animal. I don't know what the term is for that. There's something for that.
It's not a furry.
No.
Not a furry? Okay. That was close.
Not a furry.
Hey, this one I was super excited about.
Hearing the music start before showing anything else is a pretty good move on you, Microsoft.
Battletoads. And we had heard kind of rumors about this last year, but they actually showed some. Well, it's a gameplay trailer, I guess. But we were watching IGN. We were watching IGN, and they were kind of reporting that they had played it.
Yeah.
And that they really enjoyed it. And power-ups are there. Like if you hold down attack, I think one of the guys on IGN said he was playing as Zitz, and you hold the button down, and it charges up your attack, and then when you let go, he becomes like a train.
Yeah.
And like train like steamrolls into people, and it's super exaggerated, way over the top.
Also looks very cartoony.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about it because I love Battletoads.
And it's 3-player co-op, couch co-op.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm excited for that one. So no release date yet though. So we've been waiting 2 years in the making. Like,
yeah.
Come on, Microsoft, let's get this shit going. But
I call dibs on Zitz.
Zitz, Rash, they were really good. All right, what do we have next here? RPG time.
Yeah, again,
The Legend of Right.
Again, that was one that didn't really know what was going on in the trailer. Like, I understand it. Everything looks hand-drawn, like someone's writing in a notebook. Like, they're drawing their adventure in a notebook, and you're having to complete puzzles, it looks like, and fight enemies. I do actually like it. It looks really interesting. I actually tried to find gameplay on it, too, and have not been able to. So that's all I can tell. It looks like it's like maybe like a puzzle/adventure game, and looks like it's hand-drawn.
Yeah, it's almost like maybe they weren't there physically at E3. They didn't have a booth maybe to show, because there's like no footage anywhere. But
no, I can't find anything.
It looks really nice though. Like you said, it almost looks like a comic, like hand-drawn.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Comic Zone on 32X a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit like that.
Even though they're totally different games, but like the art style sort of, I don't know. They both feature paper.
Yes.
That's the only thing they have in common. All right, so moving right along, another thing they were pushing heavily, and honestly, if we were to sum up E3, which we could probably talk at the end, but if we were to sum up E3, Game Pass, pretty much across, or subscription, I guess, would rather say.
Yeah.
But Microsoft pushing their Game Pass extremely heavy. They even had little annotations in the videos of like, this will be available on Game Pass, like during the trailers, so you knew.
Yes. Or like day one available on Game Pass. I saw that a lot.
Mm-hmm. So I think most of you already know what Game Pass is and what it involves, but we'll just do a quick, brief rundown of it. Basically, so the Game Pass for PC, which is really huge news. I've talked about this on earlier episodes. We already know it's coming to PC, allows you to play 100 at launch, 100 plus, just over 100 or so games. It's a monthly subscription, and you have access to all these great Microsoft games, which makes a lot of sense for certain gamers. Choose to or choose not to.
Yeah, it's like an online rental service.
Yeah, exactly. You're just paying monthly for the license to have access to them, I guess. It's pretty much how it works.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's honestly, if you really think about it, $10 a month for that service, right?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I would pay every weekend. I'd have to pay, like, this is like way back in the day, when I was 13 years old, going to the local mom and pop video store and paying like anywhere between $3 to $5, depending on what game it was, for
Right.
3 days to
Right.
play a game. And
That was just for the weekend.
yeah, that was just for the weekend. I remember Final Fantasy 2, I'd get to a certain point, have to return it, and then there would be a hold on it, so I couldn't take it back out again immediately.
right,
so I'd
right,
have to
right.
wait. And then I'd keep calling, and then I'd go back, and they're like, yep, it's here. Pick
You're
it
like,
up. My game's erased. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Start all over
Exactly.
again.
Think about that, though. You bring up a really good point because we're talking about you spending $4 or $5 a game to rent for 3 days.
Yeah, and we thought that was worth it back in the day.
We did, and you have access to it basically for 3 days,
Yes.
and then you give it back, and that's it.
Yeah.
Imagine if the roles were reversed and flipped here, and they say, "Well, it's $5 for 3 days or 4 days to do whatever you want," and
People
then
would not be happy with that.
yeah, it wouldn't fly today.
No.
It's actually
That's actually, yeah, if
that's
you really think
really
about it,
crazy when you think about that.
$10 a month is actually pretty good
That's
for how
legit.
many.
Yeah.
How
And that's
many
just for the
games you have.
basic one. It's not that much more for the ultimate. The ultimate, which basically gives you the Game Pass for PC. It gives you Xbox Live Gold for your Xbox One, and that's $15.
Which, if you have a PC and you play on your Xbox, that's actually really good.
Yeah,
you're
you
not
can
having
go
to
back
double
and
down.
forth. Yeah, I've always been kind of a firm non-believer when it comes to the subscription, depending on what it is. I feel like the one from Microsoft, because I guess it comes down to the gamer, right? It comes down to you, depending on if you are really into Microsoft, if you have an Xbox, if you're an Xbox player, if you're a PC player, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
You know,
I feel
it would.
also Xbox has more exclusives than. I don't
Yeah,
know, maybe.
it's true. It's true. And they're really kind of been knocking it out of the park with their announcements of, bringing backwards compatibility. Their E3 conference. We saw, we just watched this last night where, they were talking about community compatibility. These are all great buzzwords to use, and having people play wherever they want to play.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty nice, and it's not that expensive.
No, I think that's definitely doable. That's like a Warcraft subscription, and that's only for one game. So
Yeah. I mean, how many years did you pay for WoW? I mean, let's put it in perspective.
it's not a.
Oh, sorry. We don't.
What's wrong with you?
Exactly. Thank you. So yeah, so they were pushing that heavy, and I think it's good though. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good.
What's nice is though, I think the first month you can get in for $1. Do they
Which
still have that going on?
right now? Yeah, you can do it right now.
I did sign up for that. I have yet to download any game yet, though.
I haven't signed up yet.
It's just always.
If you do it on
the time.
Windows, you have to download. You have to actually update your Windows.
You have to, yeah.
So there's an update, and then you have to update the app. You just log into your app, and it will do it all.
It's like another
automatically.
launcher.
Yeah, and you'll take care of it. You always figure it out. You guys are smart. Next game. Not gonna lie,
Yeah, you're so excited for this one.
I really was. And why?
Again, one that was unexpected.
Yeah. And I have never played Microsoft Flight Simulator ever.
But yet it is the game that you need now.
But yet, yeah, I'm excited for it. It was the footage, honestly. It was
Yeah,
captured
it
in
is.
4K. It was beautiful. The trailer was incredible, showing the planes flying around in all different areas, like different cities. They were out in the country. They were top of a mountain. They were in the desert. Like, showing all this was amazing. And man, I really want to play it. I want to put this out to you guys. Have any of you played the flight simulator games? And also get in Discord, because I want to have I want you guys to tell me, anyone who's done this, can you play Flight Simulator with a joystick? Probably really terrible. I know. I already know that. Can you play it with I have an Xbox 360 controller. Can you play with that? If not, I know it's better with a flight stick. What flight stick? Do you have rudder? Do you have yoke? Like, what do you actually have to make this work? And I kind of want to know, because, man, seeing that, I know nothing about flying, so I might not understand the simulator part of it. I mean, I can American Truck Simulator. Oh, fuck, I got that under control. Fucking General Jason, fucking breaker for the nutsack. You gotta copy me. Come on. I can drive a truck all night long, but a plane, I'm a little scared.
I don't know. You're gonna have to brush up and learn some stuff, you're gonna have to go on that that YouTube channel where that guy pretends to be a real flight controller.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious. He sits in the tower and just like looks at everyone as planes are like flying upside down, like into the ground.
And
He's
he
like
starts yelling at people who aren't like doing
So
people
funny.
have to like actually act out as if they are flight flight pilots.
They make the commands and everything, like request a taxi. Some people are just like taxiing up, like, hey, you don't have clearance. What the fuck? So funny. That guy's hilarious.
Yeah, I wish I remember his YouTube name.
Shout out to his YouTube channel. We don't know what it is.
We'll get it linked.
So funny. So anyway, let me know if you know anything about Flight Simulator. Looks like they want to do a reboot. It's just called Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like
there's
OG
no number.
first one. Nothing.
Yeah.
I was super excited about it. Very, very nice.
Was there a release date for that? Not yet, right?
No, there was nothing. It was just basically just showing it off. Wasteland 3.
You're going back to Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. I did live there for a year.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like...
It looked nothing like what was going on in that game. There was shit exploding and chaos happening. Colorado Springs is extremely peaceful and very, very nice. But this kind of looked more like...
It was like XCOM, almost like battling, I don't know what. See, again, there was just so many games that were showing like back to back. Like...
And even them, though, they had a dedicated like spot, and I still didn't really understand what was going on. But it looked like the trailer was funny. It looked fun, and
it was over the top fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Almost just like a PvP battle type game. I don't know. Go watch the trailer. You'll get an idea. We're not doing a good job explaining it, but we don't really understand it. But it kind of looked like fun, and the Colorado Springs. It had some nice weather.
I just wanted to put it on there because of Colorado Springs.
Definitely. Yeah, looked fun. And moving on, Double Fine.
Yes, I love Double Fine.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And the big news from them is that they joined up. They are now partnered with Microsoft and Xbox Gaming. So
yeah, Microsoft didn't buy them out, thankfully.
Yeah. So,
but it does sound like they partnered up to make Psychonauts 2, which is awesome.
Yeah, this is good. And, any support that developers can get from the big guys, I think is good.
Wonderful, yeah.
Yeah.
And Double Fine makes a lot of good games.
And they have for years. They've been in the game a long, long time. So that's good to see.
Yeah. And the guy on stage was really funny, too.
He was. He was like making a comment about like
we'll do all these things for you. And Phil's like, no, you don't have to do that.
He's like, no, really, I'll do anything. We'll make games even. We'll do Excels if you want to see
We'll do Forza.
Yeah, it's so funny.
And he's like, okay, thank God, because we can't do that.
And don't get Playground triggered because, they're getting flack right now for their Legos. So, don't get them triggered. But, so anyway, they're joining up with Microsoft, which is really nice. And so they announced Psychonauts 2.
Yeah. I've only played the first one briefly, and I've never beaten it. But it's such a good game. It's the never-ending battle of starting a game and then never finishing it. But this is I'm gonna make it a point to finish this game before Bob barks.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Before the second one comes out.
Yes. Should be good. Okay. Speaking of Lego.
Yeah.
There was a Lego announcement. One Lego announcement. Star Wars Lego. The Skywalker Saga.
All 9. And this is including ones that have not been, like the last movie, I guess, that hasn't been released yet.
It's in there.
Movie. Yeah,
right.
It's in there.
So this has to come out after the movie.
This is going to be like a 100-hour long game.
Yeah, exactly.
With all the movies.
Exactly. But, personally, I've never been like a huge fan of like the Lego series of games. I know they date back to PS1, I think. Maybe even earlier, actually. I know. PC earlier. I have some old PC ones.
Oh, see, I don't have any PC. I remember having them on GameCube.
Yeah. There was a lot. There was Star Wars. There was
the Star Wars on GameCube.
There were some others, but
it's okay. It's kind of like tongue in cheek. They put a cutesy spin on a lot of the events that happen in the movies, but like I played the Harry Potter ones. And
that's what I was thinking. They had Harry Potter. They also had Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of other Jurassic Park. Yeah. So there's that's right.
Yeah.
There's quite a few, and I always hear they're great. I don't know. I can't really ever get into them. I'm just weird. I don't know. I'll have to try it maybe.
What's wrong with you?
Thank you. I love it. You know, I need to have you on here all the time and just run the soundboard when I'm talking, so
Yeah,
you can
I'll
just
just
hit
do
me
that.
with all this bullshit.
I'd just be playing with the soundboard all the time, and you wouldn't get a single word in.
No problem. Nope. No problem. It's broken.
You've got mail.
Okay. Oh,
12 minutes.
what? Oh, yeah. You know what? This looked intense.
I am really excited about this game. Again, like no gameplay, but I think if there was gameplay, it kind of ruins what's going to happen. It's basically you relive the 12 minutes of your life, and it's from what the trailer showed, it's pretty intense. Like your wife was accused of killing her father, and people are coming after her, and you have to figure out, I guess, different ways of I thought I was in your way.
No.
Different ways of I guess avoiding that, or you know, it looks like some decisions that you make can lead up to both of you getting in big trouble, or you know, if you make the right decision, you'll both end up with a happy ending. And it's like you keep replaying these 12 minutes of your life to try and get that happy ending. It's
Well,
kind of
as we
like
all know, it's all about getting the happy ending.
I have no joke.
Yes. No, the game, honestly, I mean, you're exactly right. It's
Yeah.
like the dude stuck in a time loop, and I don't think I've ever seen gameplay like that. It's very intense, and not only that, it's like action-packed. Like, he's there, cops are like banging on the door, trying to break in, and he's already been through this several times.
It's like a sense of urgency. If like you don't have much time to make your choices, it at least it appears to.
Yeah, like
That way.
you wake up, you're like, I know what's going to happen. Like in 3 seconds, they're going to bust down this door. Like we got to figure this out. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Looked very, very good. And I will say the voice acting and the writing of this
Yes, it was really good.
on point. Very excited to see
Very
this game. Mm-hmm.
convincing. You can I could feel the panic as I was watching the trailer.
Yeah, I was definitely starting to hyperventilate just looking at it. It was nice, very nice.
Oh, Way to the Woods. I do want this. It again, just trailer. So it seems like you're a deer with the fawn following you, and you're trying to make your way back to the woods. Hence
Oh
the
yeah,
name.
this was that Disney's Bambi HD remake. I call it. Yeah, that it actually looked really good.
It looked like a very relaxing game. Well,
It did.
relaxing is in. Oh, am I getting my mic fixed? Yeah, it seems like it. I am.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a relaxing game. I don't know. Kind of think of like Journey or Flowers, like that type of game atmosphere. Like it's meant to be calming, and I'm trying to remember some of the gameplay. Like, yeah, you're going through. It looks like a suburbia.
It does.
And
Yes.
yeah, so I'm sure you're just trying to make your way back to the forest or something like that, I'm assuming. But I want that. I want to be a deer.
You're my deer. Deer.
Anything with animals, I seem to like.
Dude.
I'm.
You're sold.
Game of the
year. GOTY. Bambi HD remake. Sold. All right, moving on. Gears of War 5.
That's why I can't recommend games.
They're all animal related. And the game of the year, Finding Nemo. Jesus loves it. So Gears 5 coming out. They were talking about escape mode,
Yes, a new mode that they're putting in.
which really looks good. And I'm honestly really happy to see people focusing more on kind of the couch co-op or the online co-op and multiplayer on games now. It's almost like, oh yeah, I guess people would like to play this with their friends together. Like, yes.
Yeah, I feel
Thank
like
you.
that was like a big focus just in E3 in general, was a lot more co-op games, co-op friendly games. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very true.
Couch co-op.
So this one, they're talking about 3-player co-op mode. Not only can you play, but you can also build hives for other players to play and go in and destroy and attack. And it looks awesome. So I mean, if you're a Gears fan, this is kind of like a love letter to you finally to go play with your
I
friends.
will say it was pretty awesome that they like had this section under the stage that
Oh,
you
that's
travel
right.
down to. Like, they actually had like an acting sequence where like you can go underneath the stage, and I guess that's where they presented the game.
Do they have like 5 PCs down there?
Yeah,
were in there
people were playing.
It was like a hot box down there. They're just they're just gaming up like, I'm getting in there and getting this game
They're
on.
in the basement.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, this is where we'd usually game, so it makes sense. If you pre-order the game, you're gonna get a Terminator Dark Fate skin, I guess, or character to play.
Yeah, they didn't. They just said it was Terminator Dark Fate.
And they showed it. It was like
I'm assuming
the T1000
yeah.
or whatever it is. Is that right?
think
Terminator
so.
fans, correct me if I'm wrong. It's something like that. So it looked pretty good. Gears 5 coming out. There's a new Elite controller.
Oh,
And
you were so excited about this.
honest, if you're thank you. If you're if you're a console gamer and you're playing this and you need the precision and you want that flexibility, this is great. This is great for you. Personally, I can't see spending a couple $100 on a controller for that, but that's just me. This is nice that they offer it. And from what they're saying, it has adjustable triggers, so you can actually adjust the throw of the analog. Because, oh my God, this makes total sense, right? You play a racing game, you need a long throw for your analog, for a throttle. You're playing a shooter. It's now a trigger. You can adjust that to be just almost like a click. Mine is blown. This makes total sense. Like, that's really, really nice.
And you could save those profiles too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's new. I think I've never heard of anything like a controller saving your preferences like that.
No, like built-in internal memory.
Yeah,
That's so dope. And you can also adjust like the tension of the joystick itself with like a click.
that controller was made for you.
Do you? Yeah, honestly. Oh man, I would like one to use, but fuck, I know it's expensive. I know it's going to be like $200. There's just no way I'm going to buy that. But do you remember did you see my Hudson Bomberman N64 joystick that I have? The Japanese one that I imported?
I feel like I have, yes.
Do you remember seeing in the middle of that, it has
Like a
click,
dial?
yeah, to adjust the tension of.
Yeah.
And I saw that, I was like triggered. I'm like, Hudson controller, ah! I did that exactly.
Yeah.
I started to have problems.
What's wrong with you?
Thank you. She's just hovering over that for like ever. She just can't wait to use it.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but yeah, that looks great. It's just, they're really taking the controller like to the next level with that. So
Yeah.
looks cool. Looks cool. New Elite controller. I don't know when that's coming out, but you can look that up on their site. We didn't see a release date.
No, unfortunately, not yet.
Oh. Very, very anticipated. No oof here, because we've got Dying Light 2 coming out.
Nice.
Yes, there it is. This is probably Steph and my most anticipated game to come out,
I think, yeah, for me it is definitely.
and I'm right there with you. We still play the first Dying Light all the time.
I think I have almost 200. I think I have like 180 something hours in the first Dying Light. I think
That's
you have
it?
over 200.
Yeah, definitely. I'm closer to 300, I think.
Oh, sorry.
No,
That's it.
No, I'm just
Frickin'
saying.
noob.
Totally didn't want to come out that way.
Don't
but
be a default.
I have 400 hours. You scrub. In fact, leave the show, go play right now, put in some hours. No, I'm surprised by that because we played this a lot together. That's why I'm
Yes.
like, I didn't get it before you. We got it at the same time.
Yeah, but I think
I mean, there was a time I was unemployed for a little while.
maybe.
Maybe it was that, So yeah, but Dying Light 2, again, we want to give mad props and respect to Techland. These guys, they've supported their game for so long.
Mm-hmm.
They make great games. They are big on community. Not only that, like their social media is active in community. They make polls, they reach out to community, they take the feedback, and they really do apply it in their game. Most developers don't do that. They say they do,
They don't.
but they really don't. So we have to hand it to them, and Techland should be supported.
And I would definitely recommend watching their E3 Coliseum talk that they had. There was like a little interview that they had regarding the game, and
It was very good.
yeah, like little like bits of behind the scenes and what to expect. I'm really excited.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
They have like new things and like in game, like just the crafting of weapons, the wall running. That looks
Yeah, the
awesome.
parkour looks like it's
Yeah,
kind of it's
improved.
elevated, and they said the grapple is going to be back, but the grapple can also not only be used to kind of transport yourself around, but also used as a weapon to Dying Light 1, you could hit a zombie and they kind of like they get knocked down a little bit.
Yeah, you can really use the grapple as a.
It really wasn't a weapon, even
Yeah.
like we all wanted it to be. We always should be like just hitting zombies, and bam, bam, bam. But so this is nice. I'm very, very excited for it too.
I'm really excited about because they really went into detail about how when you play the game single player, that world is going to be your world. What was it they said that you can go through the game and only see 50% of the content based on your decisions?
Yes,
That's like mind blowing that it could be that expansive of
Yes.
a world. Like there could be certain areas that you don't even see based on your decisions.
Totally.
So let's say if Jason and I play separate games and I hop into his game, I'll see things that I may have not seen in my game because of the decisions he's made.
right.
Like that, that gets me so excited.
Yeah. It really is. It's like Chrono Trigger all over again.
Yeah,
but
it
even
really,
more so.
Yeah, and like the replay value for that is pretty high, at least for me. Like I want to see everything and do everything in that game.
And which is
everything.
I want everything.
Get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
But the thing about it too is because of the game that it is, because of the Dying Light game, and the replay value is so high because of that, this is not going to be a chore.
No.
I mean, we honestly, if I told you let's start a new game tonight and play Dying Light and just go play through it,
I'd be up
we
for
would
it.
do it willingly. And
Yeah.
even though we know everything that's happening, it's still
I still make him not skip the cutscenes.
yeah. Do not if you ever play co-op with her.
I like cutscenes.
Hold on.
Hey, a
Like-
lot of
like-
work went into that. There's voice
Don't
acting.
skip the cutscene. She will fucking kill you.
A lot of work went into that. There was
You dare
voice
hit
acting,
escape. You better just get a plane
writing.
ticket the fuck out of here because
all
she is
the
pissed.
all the animations for that. Come on.
No, it's good. Yeah,
I appreciate the hard work that goes into that. That's why.
it's a matter
Isn't
of
it-
respect.
Yes, as someone who's an artist,
It's a matter
you
of
want
respect.
people to acknowledge your hard work.
If you're a cutscene skipper, just quit playing games.
Get some help.
Cutscene, you skipper.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, looking forward to that too. But yeah, Dying Light 2, we can't talk enough good stuff about it.
Oh, here's your favorite.
My favorite. I'm gonna just spend a little bit of time here. So
Oh, wait, well, how did that song go? Hold on.
everything is wonderful.
Everything is awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, that's it. Everything is awesome. I'm just sitting there like, I'm sitting there with my wang out like, what are we watching? Everything is awesome. Everything is not awesome. So
They tried.
playground games. I mean, hey, we're talking about Forza Horizon 4. They released a new DLC, part of their expansion. Lego Speed Champions is what it's called. And I don't want to go spend an hour on this, but so this is not really the DLC that anyone asked for and or wanted. Now, we don't have a choice, right? So I bought the Ultimate Edition. I am 100%, I feel great about my purchase of spending the money on it. I feel it was worth it. I think Horizon 4 is an absolute brilliant game and one of the best racing games I have played in easily the last 15 years. I've talked about
That
this
says a
already.
lot.
I've already talked about this in the past. I love it. I want to support it. The thing is, though, this is weird, okay? Like, I know they're having fun and they're just, taking like pot shots at just, having a good time. Like, they released the Hot Wheels expansion for Horizon 3, which is really, really good too. And kind of almost, I think, better, like putting them on a Hot Wheel track. And I don't know, it was fun. It was fun. It was tongue in cheek. It was cool. Lego, though, is a little different. Now, I grew up with Legos. I love Legos. I had tons of Legos. I've stepped on many Legos and it fucking hurts like hell, but so this is just something that no one really asked for and it came out of left field. Exactly. That's exactly how we felt.
I'm getting used to where all of them are.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't keep looking at it to try and find is there one I could use for this situation?
Oh yeah, there always is. Now when you get in there though, you gotta just mash it a few times. Go ahead. It's like oof, hit that one a few times. Yeah.
I can't do it like you. I don't have the button.
Oh yeah, well you'll work on it.
Button mashing
You'll work
champion
on
here.
it. You're good. You work on it. So I don't know. I haven't played it. In fact, I'm probably going to download it tonight after I upload this episode.
Should stream it
and check it out. I was talking to my homie Andy. Andy said he played it and that it only gives you 3 Lego cars and you don't even get the one that you see in the trailer. Like that's not available.
Really?
Yeah, evidently. And also, Andy was telling me he went. No, Andy, if you told me wrong, you're fucked because I'm calling you out on this. He said that he went and did a barn find, and he went to the barn. And it said that this is for DLC later on. It's not even out yet or something, like not available.
That seems
like,
really
why the
weird.
fuck would you have a barn find that you can't access?
No, that's got to be like some weird glitch or
something's not right. So I don't know, dude.
Everything is not awesome.
Everything's not awesome. But here, so I have the devil and the angel, right? I'm fighting this. Like fuck this! Like I don't want Lego. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a whirl, but I think we could do better.
For fuck's sake!
Thank you. I think we can do better at playground games. So there's that. Speaking of, I think we can do better. Speaking of fucking oof. What is this? Funko Pop Gears mobile game? God, does it get any worse than that?
No
disrespect to people who collect pop, because I'm probably shooting myself in the foot because everyone collects pop except me, but really?
You know
what is this?
Yeah, it's not so much. It's weird. I'm not even sure. It's based on Gears of War, but I don't know what the premise is of that mobile game. Again, they just showed a little trailer and that's it.
I don't know if it was like tower defense or if it was like strategy. It was just kind of like
shooting. Yeah, we don't know what it is.
But Funko Pop mobile.
Is it like XCOM style? I don't even know.
But then putting Gears of War in there, like, oh my God, you just announced
a mobile game.
One of the greatest things for Gears 5. And then you announced a fucking mobile version. Oh man.
But just think now, it's getting to a point where mobile games are being displayed at E3 or shown at E3.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, tablet, mobile gaming is, and
I'm guilty of that, I will say. I do play some mobile games.
We did see this years ago. Remember in like 2010, 2011, as it was starting to enter the scene, like when like iPods and iPhones were starting to be able to play like games.
Crush,
yeah, it was kind of like, oh shit, this is a viable gaming stream for people.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We saw that. It looked kind of weird. I'm not into it, to be honest.
There was a lot of mobile games, honestly, during this E3.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I don't think I felt compelled to play. Oh, maybe one. Which
one is that?
Bethesda's Elder Scrolls Blades.
Oh, okay.
Because it's going to be available on Switch too.
Oh, that's
Spoiler
cool.
alert.
Okay. Spoiler alert. But I really think that I'm not going to go out and buy an iPad Pro to start playing some of these mobile games. So
no. I'm just going to get the new Asus ROG phone, the Republic of Gaming phone.
ROG. Get ROG'd, brah.
Yeah, apparently their second phone that they're coming out under that brand is going to have like 120 hertz.
On the phone?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the Razer 2 has that now.
It's pretty high.
Yeah. But
the human eye can't see above 75. Don't you know?
Is that true?
Just go to Google and type that in and just look at all the drama of what people talk about. It's fascinating.
No, thank you.
Speaking of fascinating,
Phantasy Star Online 2 is coming back. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yes. With online crossplay, which I'm assuming is between PC and Xbox. I think
that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Free to play.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about that because,
because there's going to be.
You can play for 10 minutes. Now you have to buy stuff.
It's just like fucking AOL.
You've got mail.
You can play for 10 minutes and buy another hour card. It won't be that, but if it's free to play, there's going to be advertisements and there's going to be boxes you can purchase.
Boxes, yeah.
And skins and all kinds of stuff. I mean, they gotta.
I know. Like,
I mean, there's no other way to do it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, what, as a consumer, what path would you rather take? Would you rather pay a monthly subscription and kind of similar to WoW or Final Fantasy and get regular content updates, or do you want to be, a free to play format where you, I guess, maybe throw down a couple bucks every so often?
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I like having things all open and all possibilities. So I'd rather just pay the subscription fee. I don't like having to pick and choose, because honestly, I think that ends up being cheaper than paying individually for different items or different upgrades or whatever.
I agree completely. And I'd rather not deal with any of the extra bullshit. Like, just give me the game and don't give me any of this extra fluff.
Yeah.
Just end it, I'm with you on that. So, yeah, free to play kind of worries me a little bit on that. We'll see. I mean, do you think, here's the question. I mean, Phantasy Star is one of Sega's one of the most popular franchises. Do you think that there's enough people in the Phantasy Star ecosystem that would support a monthly subscription like WoW or whatever? I don't know. I don't think so.
I
really don't. And so why would they shoot themselves in the foot by doing that and then not getting sales and then be like, well, servers got to go, games got to go. Thanks for spending 2 years playing.
I guess in that sense, it does make sense. With free to play, there's the potential that people will actually pay more.
Yes, absolutely.
Than whatever the subscription price is per month just to get specific items.
Yeah, because you don't want to be a default.
Yeah, you want to be a whale or a dolphin, not a minnow. That's it's mobile talk.
Oh, that's why I don't understand it.
It's from playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Oh, you're gonna get all the Final Fantasy people triggered now. This is good. It's good chat. Yeah. So, but yeah, hey, again, I didn't expect Phantasy Star to show up.
No.
This was great.
Another unexpected game.
I think it's fantastic. Bring it on. The more the merrier. Microsoft. Oh man, we're still on Microsoft.
Yeah.
We're an hour in.
We're an hour in.
Yeah, we're gonna
have to speed
up. We're
up.
gonna have to pick this up. So Project X Cloud. This is their cloud gaming service that Microsoft was talking about, and so they want. It's going to work one of two ways. I'm not going to go into the hard details of this because you can look it up and research it. But basically, you can log in and access their servers and kind of offload some of the hardware onto their servers and play games. But also your Xbox at home can then become a server that you can then log into and play remotely as well. So that's kind of how it's
exactly,
working.
Yeah, it's exactly like how Steam Link works.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you described
exactly.
that before in a previous podcast. It's exactly the same way, and you can pretty much play on any device. They showed on stage someone playing Doom on their mobile phone. See, everything's going mobile.
Yeah, it is. And they had their mobile phone up, and they had the controller here, and then the mobile phone was on a little bracket connected. Honestly, it looked like PAX 2012, 2011. What was that company? What was that company that had the
Steel Series?
No, it was some other, like in the OnLive days.
Oh,
I don't remember. There's another company that had kind of like cloud gaming, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Wait, what?
There was another company that was doing something like that where you could plug in they were making controllers and they were making.
Oh, the iPad thing.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, exactly.
Are you talking about the iArcade? No.
Oh, no.
The arcade thing? That's all.
I hope somebody knows what the hell I'm talking about out there. And
I
put it in
obviously
Discord.
don't.
No, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so yeah, it should be cool. Like Steph said, they were
the
showing
iCade,
it.
that's it. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
But
No.
that's not it.
No, that's not it.
No, but that's the name of it.
Oh my God, here we go.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
They were showing some of the gameplay. Now, this is all network specific, so it's network based. They were showing 720p 30 frames demoing down there. Now, imagine there's hundreds of thousands of people at the show floor connected to probably the same tower. I bet you that tower is on fire. That cell tower
Yeah.
is blowing up from everyone streaming and downloading and doing all that stuff. But they were still able to do 720p 30 frames on mobile. I think that's amazing, to be honest.
I can't 400 miles away too, so it was far.
I can't even get good service here in the fucking garage. So
yeah, we can't even stream live on Twitch.
Yeah, fucking internet goes down. I can't do it here. I got a hardwired connection here. What the shit? So it's very impressive. Now, if you're on a Wi-Fi connection, that can be as much as 1080p, 60 frames, which is great.
Yeah, they were showing heavy hitting games, like it was Resident Evil 7, Halo Wars 2, and Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were not like mobile games. They were very intensive.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I haven't heard anybody complaining about that or saying it wasn't working, so it must be. I mean, for their first outing, that's pretty good.
I think we're going to have, and this is just a side note, I think we're going to have another huge shift towards this down the road once 5G really hits the market. And not that fake, like the cell companies are like fake 5G. They call it like, oh, it's 5G. It's basically like it's 4G LTE that they're just like rebranding. But once we really get 5G on all of our phones in like whatever it is, 4 or 5 years, we're going to have a massive shift for mobile specifically. But also think about, you'll be able to have speeds on 5G that's just as fast as your Wi-Fi or your internet at home. It's going to be a reality. So that's going to shift a lot and enable a lot for streaming services. Not that we need any more streaming services, but it's going to unlock that door. Mark my words, in 5 years, we're going to be talking about this on a real way. So it's coming. So,
real soon.
Coming real soon, son. You know, Steph, my daddy, he taught me a game. It's called Switch. You want to know the premise of the game?
Sure.
Premise of the game is you stick one finger, you put it in your...
Stop it.
You
Stop
put
it.
You put
Stop
it... You put it in your mouth, and then...
Stop it.
The other one goes in your asshole. What? And then when he says go, you switch.
What's wrong with you?
Everything.
I'm sorry, guys. This is all... I never really get to play with this.
It's fun, though, right? Yeah, you love it. Please step in any time and just have at it. You know, it's fun. And then lastly, to round out Microsoft here, holy shit, people are like, Microsoft? I know, it was a lot. They talked about their new console.
Well, they had 60 games, so they had a lot.
Yeah, they did. And we wanted to make sure to mention some of the stuff. So their new console, Project Scarlet, not a whole lot of news or info about it.
They showed a lot of building it, though.
Yeah, they did. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. And it's going to be an all-digital console, no disk drive, kind of like an Xbox One digital edition. But
I don't know. That kind of makes me sad. It's like... It's like some of the games now, like you can buy a physical copy of Fortnite, but all it has is a digital download code inside.
It's a piece of paper.
It's
yeah,
a piece
exactly.
of paper.
It's
There's
so
no real
fucked.
game. That's where we're going. We're not gonna it's gonna get to a point where they're not even gonna offer that.
Yeah, you're right, and it's not that far away. It's
Yeah.
really not. And I'm going to be the old guy in the porch in the fucking chair with my shotgun, sitting there with my cowboy boots, being like, I want to buy a physical disc for this fucking game. I'm going to be that guy. Here's
Back in my day,
yeah, exactly. That's.
we had physical games.
I mean, that's how it is even now. I mean, we're already that way.
I do admit I kind of like the digital because it's convenient.
Sure. Yeah.
Not having to go out to the store and find out that it's sold out and whatever.
It's true.
Also, space
Yeah.
is a big thing.
And they're heavy to move. I mean, we're
Yeah.
making excuses, but the fact that I love having physical games and looking at them, and newer games. There's some games that are just not even offered physical anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's just digital. It makes sense. I understand
like
it.
companies like Limited Run has to come into play and actually create physical copies to sell.
Right.
I'm just bummed that they're always like, oh, we have like 2 games for sale. Good luck getting one.
Yeah, right. So,
granted, it is called limited, but still.
yeah, and I've talked about Limited Run in previous episodes. I love these guys. They're fantastic. I just wish it wasn't so fucking limited.
I want to get one.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Like so we went to Best Buy last weekend, and I impulse bought Windjammers on Switch. Why? Because it's fucking limited, and I really wanted that game. I played Windjammers on Super Nintendo back in the day, and I love it. In fact, it's kind of had this like cult following again, like this resurgence of in the tournament world. And it's such a great game, a lot of fun. If you haven't played it, go look it up, check it out. It's a lot of fun. But I impulse bought that from Limited Run, And
They had like a deal with Best Buy. They were just selling they had, what was it, like 5,000 units or something that
Right.
they released to Best Buy, and it's different than the ones that they sold on their site.
Right.
Like it's different
It had
artwork,
different artwork.
And everything. Yeah. See, I wish they would do that with some of their other games.
see, and then that gets her triggered because she's a completionist when it comes to that. So like she'll want if Limited Run has a version, if Best Buy has an edition,
I want everything.
she wants everything. And I'm just over here like having an error.
Holy shit.
Exactly. So, but yeah, anyway, just I don't know where I was going with. Oh, I was going with to recap and to end this with the Project Scarlet. Basically, and let me be the first to kind of put it out there and trigger everyone. And I'm sorry, and I love you guys. You guys know this. I mean, we're gamers. We've been for our whole lives. The Project Scarlet is nothing more than a fucking glorified Amazon Fire Stick,
As far as we could tell.
as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
You just turn it on, log into their servers, and start playing.
I don't see how that's. I mean, I can
mean-
see how that's different than a PC, but I mean, it's really just now. It's just really.
It's just
I mean,
going
you
to
could
be
just do that online on your computer.
Yeah, exactly. It's no different. It's like,
And why buy the console?
and it bums me out. It really fucking bums me out. And how different is it than the Xbox One S all digital? It's not.
No.
It's actually no different. We're talking about two of the same consoles, other than the hardware is going to be beefed up and SSD and all these buzzwords and stuff. But we're talking about the same thing. We're going to an all digital world, and I'm going to be kicking and screaming like a 10-year-old at Dairy Queen. I'm not happy about it.
I know. We need to.
I feel bad about it.
I know. I mean, it's going to get to a point where, like, all systems are not going to have disk drives. Everything's going to be digital, and
We're living in the transition period right now. Think about that.
I don't like that.
Oh, I don't either. I really don't either. Like when I see Scarlet or all digital this or all digital that, or, like we embraced it a long time ago because, it's great. It's cool. We didn't really think about.
Because at the time, like having like 6 CDs and then you needed like the CD key to install it on your.
It's so bad.
I'm thinking of like PC. Like that
Yeah.
was always a pain in the butt.
It sure was. Absolutely.
Like if you lost that CD key, good luck.
Yeah.
You
And
couldn't play your game.
Yeah. In some cases, it only worked a certain amount of times or you had to
Yeah.
authenticate it.
Or if you like switched it to another PC, yeah, they were like, well, you've already used this code.
And so then you're out there right now screaming at your speaker saying, well, wait a minute, you two numbskulls. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
And you're right. And I guess my only rebuttal to that is in the early days of digital, I always thought physical would always be there. And I didn't think that there would come a time when digital would be so convenient, so accessible, and so easy and cheaper for developers and publishers to do. I never thought that they would take away the physical gaming. And in fact, that's just what they are doing. And makes me sad. Really makes me sad. So I don't know how I feel about all that, but I don't really like it. There's nothing we can do about it. Absolutely nothing we can do about it.
Oh, what a downer.
I know, and I hate to be that. I hate to call me Debbie.
No, not you. Just that whole situation.
It is
a downer.
Totally.
It's like you can't have your cake and eat it too.
No, you can't.
You can't have your game and your digital.
Yeah.
Your physical and your digital.
Got to have one or the other. Pretty soon it's going to be just one.
I mean,
one cake. That's it.
as someone who has moved across the country, across the U.S., it was a pain to move all those games. And so I found digital to be like, thank God, because it made it so much easier to move everything. And now it's like I have nothing to look at.
And you didn't just do that with gaming. You did it with your books. And
Yeah,
you
I
did
did it with my books. I moved all my books to digital e-readers and everything because it was a hassle, and I was, fighting for space.
Yeah, I mean, have you gone on there recently, picked up that box of 100 N64 games that I have there in the cases?
No, that thing's massive.
I have a fucking pinched nerve because of it. Like, shit, I don't know. I don't know. We can't have it both ways. We're just venting our frustration, I guess.
It's like if you have like a permanent home, then it's like cool beans,
Yeah.
Set up everything, buy all the physical. I feel like once I have a permanent home, I'd be much more open to have, especially to have a dedicated space for it, to go back and get a bunch of the physical games again, as many as I can before, because like once everything stops being made physical, people are kind of gonna go like, I need to get as many physical games as I can now before like they're all gone.
Yeah. I do feel like
so places like Bookman's or like any secondhand type shops are gonna. I don't know. That's just my theory. They're gonna go.
I think it's fair. I really do. I think the price of physical we'll see a little bit of a spike when that happens too. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate. In fact, I want to make a quick thing before we move on to Bethesda here is, maybe I should wait and talk about it. Anyway, no, I'll say it. If you want to buy a Nintendo 3DS or 2DS, buy it right now.
I should do that.
Go buy it. Do not wait. Because why? The Switch, it's their handheld, it's their home console, it's everything in one. It's everything a DS is. No one's buying fucking 2DS or 3DS shit anymore. Do you notice Nintendo didn't say a word about 3DS?
Yeah, no,
not a word. Do you remember not that long ago? It was all about that, all about 3DS.
Yeah, people were always complaining that it was like
no Switch games.
Yeah, it's all their handhelds.
And notice how no one's saying shit about it.
I need to start collecting. I need to get the big 2DS XL. That's what I want.
Yeah, you better put money down on it. I better go put money down on it. I guess we're going to Walmart after this. But yeah, so just PSA, man, if you're into 3DS or 2DS, buy it now, because they are going to quietly stop production, and they are going to just quietly close the door on that chapter. Honestly, they will.
Yeah.
I see it happening. The Switch is everything it is and more. Why do they fuck it? They're gonna put it on Switch. It's that successful.
I mean, the fact that you can even have like multiple people play on that, like on a mobile, not a mobile, but like a handheld.
Yeah, they connect via Bluetooth. You can connect them. Like you can play like local. Holy shit, it's incredible. And you get a nice big screen and proper control. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Okay, let's move right along. Hey, that was Microsoft. A round of applause for being done. Okay, cut that. All right, here we go.
We're gonna have to like speed run it now.
Bethesda.
Bethesda was a lot of mobile games. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. They had the Elder Scrolls Blades. They talked about their Fallout Shelter. Mm-hmm. They talked about Commander Keen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Talked about Elder Scrolls Legends, which is like their card game, which is also a mobile game. Mobile. That's like all I kept hearing from Bethesda.
Mobile.
And that's not bad per se, but I didn't feel like they had a lot of like main games to balance that out. I mean, yeah, they had like updates to Rage, and I'm kind of like going all over the place.
Please do. No, there's nothing wrong. Go for it. Yeah, absolutely. You know, the thing is too is, for me, I'm not going to beat a dead horse here, but I'm not so much into mobile, because for me, mobile is a super casual experience if I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and invest huge amounts of time on the mobile phone, because it's going to be when I'm bored or on a flight or I'm waiting, or I have to kill a half hour. I'm waiting on something. I'm at the shop getting an oil change. I got a half hour, 45 minutes to kill. It's a very quick hit. Mm-hmm. That's why I like arcade games, because it's like, I just got time to do this real quick and I'm done. Like, I'm not going to invest hours and hours. I'm not going to play Octopath on a mobile phone, or, you know. I was
going to say, I think the most mobilist you've ever gotten was playing Miitomo.
Miitomo, man. I missed that, man.
Me too. That got me into mobile gaming.
It was so good.
Miitomo.
Do you remember a long time ago on All Gen Gamers, I made like the funny, I made him cuss or whatever. I don't know what I put together.
No, there was
funny.
like, I guess it was like a long, like someone had like a long reply list, and you recorded the whole thing, because it was going through everyone's answers, and it was using like different voice sounds, and it was just
I really like that. Nintendo killed that. It's like when people started sending dick pics on their DS, they're like, shut it down, shut it all down. It was funny.
I really miss Miitomo.
Me too. So but a lot of
so they talked about, sorry,
no, go for it,
taking over here,
please do.
Elder Scrolls Blades, which I'm actually quite interested in, because it is a mobile game, and I actually did download it on my phone. I haven't played it yet. I haven't had time yet, but because I know I'm going to spend like an hour in the character creation.
Just that alone.
I did that, and I'll get to that. Okay.
What's wrong with you?
A lot. But they're going to have it available on Nintendo Switch as well, and it's going to be so that when you play on Switch and then you go to travel and you're on your phone, whatever you did on your Switch is going to be on your phone. It's like,
Oh, that's cool.
not
So
crossplay.
it's tied to an account.
Tied to an account. So
Oh,
whatever platform you play on, it's gonna, it's gonna follow across all platforms.
That's really smart, to be honest.
That interests me a lot.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. So it's free to play. So again, that
What's wrong with you?
I know.
We're gonna use the shit out of that. I love it. I love it. It fits for everything. I love it. No, it's great.
Everyone's gonna hate me.
Impossible.
Oh, give it some time. Fallout 76. They finally are introducing NPCs into the mix. Now, I downloaded this game and played it because they were offering it for free for like the week of E3. I don't know if it ends on the 17th, maybe. Yeah, 10th to the 17th. There it is. So I downloaded it to try it. And really, there is nothing there. It's just you pop into this world, and it's very similar to 7 Days to Die or even Minecraft. Like, you start with nothing and you have to go start collecting things and crafting and just surviving. Like, you have to be aware of your water intake, your food intake. You have to be mindful of like any crazy mutated animals or even humans that are out there. Be mindful of other people, other players, because they can like come up and kill you. But it's very similar to that. And there's a lot of collecting. And
Oh, you're in. Sold.
yeah.
Oh,
well,
I have a question before you go. Is there an animal? Is there a dog in there?
there was a 2-headed deer I tried to kill, but I couldn't kill it. I didn't have enough
Two-headed
bullets.
deer. I like to pet the two-headed deer.
I was
Both
trying to kill
hands.
it for food.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, you can over collect. Like, it'll say like you can hold 150 items or something like that. And I think I collected 500.
Wow.
And just like,
You need bigger pockets.
I do. That was like in the second hour of playing, because the first hour of playing, was me creating my character. There was a lot of in-depth character customization, but you can carry a lot more than what your stash says, but it affects your stamina. So I like take 2 steps and I start slowing down because
You need to clear out the inventory, okay?
I was collecting everything. So I'm like, I need all this.
She is a fucking loot whore. I'll say it.
only in game. In
Loot
game.
whore. She loves it. I can't even go back and play Dead Island anymore because that's all she does is loot.
But they've added a human NPCs in there, and also quest lines, and it's the quest lines are based on decisions. So again, that whole choose your own adventure theme is coming up in this game. So that's kind of cool that they're offering that finally after a year of having nothing but players in there.
Yeah.
And they're also introducing a battle royale.
Oh boy, I hear everyone's getting triggered already.
Nuclear winter.
Everyone's getting triggered. I can hear it right now. I don't know.
I figured you'd want to try that.
Yeah, I do. And I love Battle Royale only with friends. I mean, it's better with friends. How about that?
I mean, isn't everything better with friends?
Excuse me, I guess. Something stuck in my throat. Yeah, they talked about some Rage 2 new enemies. I guess they're having a expansion, Rise of the Ghost,
Yes.
which is cool, which is good for Rage 2 fans. Reports have been in that it's kind of a short game and doesn't have a lot of, I guess, story depth per se. I haven't played it. I can't report on that, but I think it looks fun. Looks like a ton of fun, to be honest.
Yeah, because people were saying they were beating the game in like 6 hours. So
Yeah,
it's
and I'm
kind of
like-
cool that they're adding new things to the story. I don't know if it's like a DLC cost or if they're just going to be updating it. They didn't say that.
No, they
At least
didn't.
if they did, I missed it.
Yeah. But so, yeah, some new stuff for Rage 2. Also,
Oh,
some
yeah.
new Wolfenstein, a new VR game, which has me extremely excited because we are still borrowing John's VR headset. Thanks, Chaunch. Appreciate
you.
that. We love it. We're using it. Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot, which basically, from what it looks like a VR light gun experience in the Wolfenstein universe. I am Sold.
Nice.
Absolutely want that. And also, they're bringing out Young Blood, which is kind of set in the 80s. And you can play co-op with a friend.
Another co-op game.
Another
that was
co-op.
never co-op before. Was
No, it was not. It definitely
Wolfenstein
was
never
not.
had a co-op version of their game.
You're playing, I think, two of the... See, I don't know the backstory, but you're playing two daughters. I don't know if they're twins.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, two sisters.
Yeah.
But they're daughters of...
The main guy, which I can't remember the name.
Blazkowicz, I think. BJ Blazkowicz. I think it's his name. So yeah, I don't know, that might be wrong, but it looks fun. Yeah, co-op, set in the 80s, kind of like a retro throwback, but
Both
dude,
are going to come out in July.
yeah, and
You're going to be so psyched for that.
well, my birthday is July 13th, so we are coming up, so maybe
Yeah, you should buy yourself a nice birthday present.
yeah. Pretty cool. What else here?
Deathloop looked really interesting, really quick. It was, again, just trailer, not much gameplay, but it's they described it as a mind-bending story. And again, it's like that similar, like that repeating a section of time and trying to get different outcomes. It's like I don't know if they said their names. It's a man and a woman. The woman's like all for like chaos and anarchy, and the guy's like, we need to bring order to this and try to make things right. And so they're clashing every day, and it's like a repeat day. And I guess the outcome is always changing. I wonder how do you end a game like that?
I have no idea. Like the whole like reoccurring thing
Yeah,
that's always
like
seen here is
where is the
tripping me out.
end?
Never played anything like it.
Yeah, it's the same thing with 12 minutes. Like where, like I guess until you find the ending that you like, maybe.
I really don't know.
So like retry like at the end of your sequence. I don't know. I'd be interested to find out though.
And they did announce a new Doom coming out, which is pretty nice. November 22nd. And what's cool is they said that it's going to be on like every platform, PC, Xbox One, and even Switch, PS4, which is pretty cool, which is really nice. So there's a collector's edition, which I guess has a helmet, like a real helmet.
Yeah, they actually showed it on screen. There's someone wearing it. Is like the Doomslayer's helmet.
I bet you a lot of Doom fans are pre-ordering that shit. I mean, that alone, that's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty awesome. I mean, the fact that it's wearable. I mean, most of like what was it, the Master Chief helmet that you have? You can't wear it. It just sits on a stand.
Yeah, it's just a display piece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that came with the Halo game,
Master Beef.
the Master Beef. And this is also new for Doom, I think. It's battle mode. And it's quite interesting how they're doing it. They're touting it as strategy versus skill. So there's going to be 2 demons and 1 slayer. So the slayer is all based on skill, and then the demons, the other 2 players, have to work together and strategize how to defeat the slayer.
I like it.
I think it's quite interesting. It's interesting. It's like a 2v1,
Yeah.
but we'll have
I've
to
never
see.
been a huge fan of games like kind of similar to this. Like that's why I don't really care for Dead by Daylight. Like we have a group of people that are trying to escape from.
You just don't like being chased.
That's number one. But number two, I think it's totally stacked, and let's just say like Friday the 13th, it's always stacked in Jason's favor. It's always stacked in the killer's favor. I feel so. It may not necessarily be true, but I feel like it is, and the fact that you have to do some strategy to try to defeat the demon, I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see it. Hey, anything they want to do new to Doom, go for it. I mean, that's the franchise. So have at it. Pretty cool. All right, let's move on. Let's hit up some Devolver. These guys
They have the best E3 lore, I guess. I don't know how to describe it.
their whole presentation was awesome and hilarious and very well put together. I loved it. It was like watching a little short movie.
Yeah, to be honest, I find myself looking forward to the spaces in between, like oops, I just hit your microphone. Sorry. The spaces in between games, or the segments in between games versus actually looking at the games, which is probably not what they're wanting, but it keeps me there. Like it keeps me engaged.
Yeah, like we watched, like you watched the whole thing once, and then I sat down to kind of look at the highlights. We ended up just watching the whole thing
the
again.
whole thing again,
I was totally engaged the whole time. It's great. So shout out to them. Congrats on doing such a great high production video there.
And they were making fun of Nintendo Direct.
Oh, it was great. It was great.
They were like using the sound effects and like the end cards and everything.
Totally. It was so classic. Loved it. Loved it. So yeah, they talked about a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and it's, you know what, they're definitely growing, because I remember the first time they started, what was it, 3 years ago? 2 years ago? They only had one game.
Right.
And then the next year they had 3 games, and now they have, what, like 6 or 7?
Right. Fall Guys, Devolver Bootleg.
That's so funny, yeah.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff, which I think the Devolver Bootleg is on Steam right now, I think.
Yeah.
You can go check it out. And I think it's a small fee or whatever, and then there's a whole bunch of like little mini games built in. They looked like a ton of fun.
Yeah, and it was like quote unquote bootleg games based on their existing games.
Yeah, so smart. What brilliant marketing.
Yeah.
That's so smart to do. They honestly, they make fun of themselves. They don't take it like so serious, but it is serious.
Yeah.
It's so smart. Love those guys.
I'm just bummed that they didn't mention anything about Serious Sam 4, but that's okay. Yeah.
Still have nightmares thinking about those fucking guys chasing me. I don't like things chasing me.
But they had a lot of good games, a lot of interesting ones. Ones like that are on my list.
You're on her
They're
list.
on my list.
She's got a secret list.
I do.
My friend Pedro. Blood, bullets, and bananas.
I see. I don't know if that's real, because they showed that at the very end.
I know, and it was
an
this banana
existing
sitting
game.
there. I'm like, what the fuck? There's like one game they showed was really fun, and then there's this Pedro banana sitting there. I'm like, what am I watching? It all looked great, to be honest. If you haven't already seen it, go back and sit down and watch the whole Devolver E3 presentation, start to finish.
It's
hilarious.
fantastic.
It's very, very good.
Yeah.
So kudos to them. Now let's move on to do some. I got some news here about Ubi shit. I'm sorry, Ubisoft. I'm sorry. Who wrote that? Who wrote that in there?
Which one is it?
Where is it?
I don't know what the fuck I'm reading.
There you go. Who wrote that in there? No, I always give them shit, but they're okay in my book. They've done some stupid shit in the past, but anyway, they opened up the show with Assassin's Creed. It was amazing.
Orchestra,
the whole orchestra played absolutely beautiful. And if there's one thing I noticed is that the conductor's pants, they were tighter than a dolphin's butthole, 1,000 feet below sea level.
I didn't even notice that.
What? You didn't notice that?
No, and you didn't say anything at all during the presentation.
You didn't see his fucking pants puckered up so tight on his ass?
I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. I don't know what the fuck I'm reading.
Oh my God, his pants were so fucking tight.
I guess I wasn't looking at his pants.
I absolutely wasn't. They were tight. He was up there conducting, just fucking tight, puckered ass.
You didn't say anything.
I thought you noticed.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Now I have to go back and watch.
Yeah, go back and rewatch. Take a screen grab. Somebody put it in Discord. Please, take a screen grab. When he's up there and he's like getting everyone ready, I'm like, bruh.
What's wrong with you?
Pants are so tight. No disrespect. Absolutely fantastic. The orchestra, beautiful. Amazing
he
musicians.
did a
They
great
sounded so great.
Yeah.
Then they're trying to fuck with me. Then they're instantly trying to fuck with me. Why? Because they start playing a game trailer, and I'm like, is this Watch Dogs? It looks like Watch Dogs. And let me tell you, Ubisoft, every time you release something for Watch Dogs, you rope me the fuck in. You rope me in and you get me excited, and I'm sitting there like, oh man, I want to play this. It looks so good. And then I play the game. And it's fucking terrible.
Well, the first one was not
Why do you
what
do
it
that?
was expected.
Why do you do that to me?
The second one was okay, though.
They need to, you know what, at the next Video Game Awards, they need to make an
triggered.
award for developer
Like Catfish.
who, yeah, Catfish Award. Absolutely. Fucking Instagram, Snapchat, Catfish, fucking false advertising award. Don't be fucking with me. If there's an award for someone who can release a trailer of a game and get so super hyped and then release a shit experience after on the real game award, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, all of that. Anyway, I'm sitting there going, oh no, Ubisoft, no. You're not going to be getting me with Watch Dogs this time. Fuck.
They got you.
At the end of it, I'm thinking, this looks amazing.
They got you in their sights. I can't do it.
They got me in my sights.
No, it actually looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so did all the other ones. And it's just, I'm so mad because it looks great and I want to play it. So the difference between this Watch Dogs and other ones is that they put you in this massive world and allow you to not necessarily hack, but
You can play as anyone.
recruit and befriend and then play as anyone in this world. Anyone.
And there's permadeath apparently too.
Yeah, once that person dies,
you cannot use
it.
that person again. That kind of worries me.
but that's kind of exciting.
I know, but this is me coming from just playing Diablo 3 and trying out hardcore for the first time and then getting so far. I got to level 50 and then I
What?
died.
Oh.
I got cornered. And my dash was on cooldown. And my monk died.
Oh, here, just come on. You need a hug? Here, give me a hug.
There you go. Yeah, put it right there.
Oh,
Put it right there. Do you need an ice cream?
I do.
You need an ice cream, Sammy? What do you need?
Yes. No, but it was so I'm a little hurt from that. No, but I think
Permadeath.
yeah,
Scary.
That is scary for me. So I wouldn't want to, especially if I have like a favorite character that I'm attached to, like that old lady. All about that old lady.
She's awesome. She's awesome.
If I lose her, I probably won't even pick up the game again.
Yeah, I'll probably cry.
I would quit the game.
I think it'll be fun to get attached to characters and use their abilities and
Yeah.
kind of work through and explore and experiment with that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just mad because they're fucking roping me in again. And I have the first Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
That was a huge letdown, and so I just don't want to be let down again. And no disrespect, but if there's one company that can let you down, fucking Ubi shit.
Yeah, there was no crew 2 at all. No.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Dude, I don't even want to get into it. I bet you this person doesn't listen to it. I got into an argument with somebody on fucking Uplay chat of all things. Because I log in there, I was going to try to play this thing, and some guy was trying to tell me about, oh yeah, Crew 3, it's in the works, it's going to be amazing, coming through. I'm like, bro, this game is fucking dead. What planet are you on? He's like, no, man, they put this on, they released all this new shit, and I'm like, you're smoking crack, dude. Because it's fucking easy. He's like, no, man, like 10,000 people are playing it every week. I fucking looked at the stats. Like, it was like 400 for the week. I'm like, bro,
Yikes.
it's dead. Don't, you know what? Dude, I'm probably the biggest and only massive fan that has fought for Crew for so many years. I have.
Yeah,
I've annoyingly fought for Crew. I have annoyed the world I live in with my Crew shit. I can't do it anymore.
There's only so much you can support before.
So when someone's trying to tell me, yeah, Crew 3 is going to be amazing, bro. I told him. I told him if they release Crew 3, I'll buy it for him. It's not coming. And if it does, I'll be very surprised. It'll be fucking dead in the water. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Looks like fun.
I didn't take any notes on it.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I mean, all of the Ghost Recons look great. I have Division 1 and Division 2. No, I have the first Division.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, they're fun, but the problem I have with Ghost Recon games is that I need to play with people.
You need a team.
You need a team. You absolutely have to have a team. It's like co-op. Got to have a team. And I don't really have a team. I think Brandon and I played it for a little while. And it was a lot of fun.
I don't think.
No, it wasn't Ghost Recon.
No,
it was
Division.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's Division. Okay. See, I'm getting confused already. Well, speaking of Tom Clancy's, how about Elite Squad, mobile RPG action game? Wait, where is it?
I don't know what the fuck I'm reading.
There's another mobile one.
Another one.
Yeah, that should be interesting. But this one excites you.
Oh yeah.
How about that one?
The Just Dance 2020.
You do like the Just Dance games.
I do. They're fun to play.
She used to play the shit out of Zumba.
Yes, I did.
And I loved it. I would be like Creeper Peeper around the corner, like.
I do. I like the rhythm dancing games.
So music's really good in there, yeah.
Yeah. DDR. Just Dance.
Just dance, 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 dance.
But I kind of liked DDR in the very beginning because they made music specifically for that game. Like they weren't licensing game or licensing songs. At least I don't think they were. Like I'm thinking of like Kona Mix and stuff like that. But yeah, the only thing I could like remember from that was like the dancing panda near the end of it.
Shout out to the dancing panda,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to the dancing panda. That was
You're my
just
hero.
getting down in the outfit, man. That's got to be hot.
Yeah.
That's got to be hot.
And I was worried. He was going downstairs. I was like, oh, in a costume? That's really hard. Like you can't see.
You see just like running into shit.
Face
He
plants.
can't see. Somebody help him.
Just face plants on stage. Poor guy.
It's like the panda on Jimmy Fallon. What's the panda's name? I love that panda. It's so funny. And then make him dance. He's like, no, stop it. And then when the music plays, he has to dance.
Oh yeah, I can hear the song in my head. I
Yeah.
don't remember his name though.
So good. Just dance. Here's a game I was really excited to see.
Yes.
The Rainbow Six Quarantine, it's called. It's basically a 3-player tactical co-op experience. And this was exciting because from what they said, they formed a new team to work on this game, built off the Rainbow Siege engine, but a new game to feature co-op, PvE, tactical, survival instincts, all great buzzwords for that. And it looks like fun. Justin wrote me, he texted me, he's like, bro,
He's like already on it.
he goes, quarantine? I'm like, I'm on it, dude. Dude, to get a fun, like, PvE tactical, real tactical experience in the Siege universe.
Did they release a date for that yet?
I didn't see one.
They didn't show much gameplay. Like it was just that one scene where you see that person on the ground. It looks like they're trying to contain something. Like they're
Yeah.
not contaminated or infected. Mm-hmm. And like you see like fighting off in front of you and you have like a gun in your hand. And that's like really all you see during that
Yeah,
trailer.
I don't think-
that was like enough.
Yeah, it really feels early on. Like, they don't have a lot. Well, they obviously didn't, but
Yeah, but that's enough to get us in.
yeah, exactly. Well, because I mean, I've played Siege and I like Siege. Again, not a proper Rainbow Six game, but we've talked about that. I don't need to go down that road. But yeah, I'm excited for it. And I mean, PvE, fuck yeah. If it is truly tactical, shout out to SWAT.
Twat war.
It's not going to be TWAT 4, but if it is somewhat tactical with friends, I'm all in. It should be a lot of fun. And then the last thing they really talked about was Uplay Plus. God damn, was that awkward? Wasn't it awkward when she came out? She's just like, Uplay Plus.
Yeah.
It's gonna unite
Give us
gamers
money and you can play
and you can
play games.
Play games.
Yeah. And
Like,
it's
they just pulled like the smartest marketing person in the office to be like, get your ass out there and sell this. She's like, okay.
But it's crazy. It's more expensive than Xbox,
Yes, exactly.
which is great. It's like okay, or the same price, but you get so much more with the Xbox One. It's $15 for a month, and you're only Ubisoft games.
I know. That tripped me out. I'm like, bruh.
What's wrong with you?
I'm like, who the fuck's gonna buy that?
Getting good mileage out of that.
Oh, it's good. I'm gonna break the G key.
What's wrong with you?
It's gonna be broken by the end of the show. Now, I want you guys to just please calm down for a minute because I know you're yelling at me, and any Ubisoft fans are probably shouting and probably gonna unsubscribe from the podcast.
We don't hate
It's not
Ubisoft.
that we hate Ubisoft at all. It's just a fact is that like we have been with them for so many years, so long, and I feel like they continue to just kind of make missteps with their games and their support and what they bring to the table. Like their support for games is not very good, and that frustrates me. And so I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but so I don't want you to think I hate them. I just feel like they don't offer a whole lot, and they don't really back up their games. Now they'll back up the games that become popular. You remember when Siege came out? All right, real talk. Remember when Siege first came out and no one was buying it? And they were like, damn, okay, well, they weren't doing any, it sat stagnant for like a year. And then all of a sudden it blew up in esports and they're like, oh yeah, we've been supporting it forever. And they came out with all this new shit and skins and guns and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, where the fuck were you the last year? Like, okay, you know? And I mean, that makes sense, right? You have something get popular and blow up.
Yeah, you want to
You want to like
of that.
take advantage of it, and that makes sense. But like, no, I don't know. So you play Plus. Okay, you're gonna pay $15 a month to play what?
Assassin's Creed.
Your 4 to 5 maybe games that are popular.
They have Uno.
What's
I broke it.
what's wrong with you?
I broke G key.
Not like that.
Does not like that. So just I don't know, man. I don't think I would pay $15 to for that. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, 15. It's especially when you're going up against Microsoft that has a $10 one, and
Even PS Plus, I think, is a better value.
yeah, even that.
Yep.
I mean, granted, I haven't seen all of Ubisoft's library. Is it over 100 games? Do they have 100 games on there? It's been a while since I've been on Uplay.
If you know any information about that, folks, get in Discord,
'Cause I
let
know-
us know, talk about it.
Because I know PS Plus, I think, has like 75 to 100 games. Maybe it is 100 games. Xbox is like a shit ton of games.
Yeah. They're already at 100.
Yeah, for PC, I know.
They say 100 plus, so like they've got 101.
I think it's yeah. I think they have more for their console than they do PC right
Definitely.
now. But I mean, the PC one is still in the beta. So
That will flip.
yeah,
In the beta.
in the beta.
All right, moving on.
Should we make it a part 2?
We probably should. How much do we have left? We got Squeenix.
Squeenix, PC Gaming Show, Nintendo.
Oh my God. We're gonna have to make this a 2-parter.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're absolutely
it's
right.
too much.
All right, we're gonna do a 2-parter episode
We'll be back.
because there's not enough time here to do it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be here another hour or hour and a half, if that.
Yeah, easy.
At most.
Yeah, exactly.
So it'll be, yeah, that'll be a long show if you were to leave it as one.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap it on that. Coming up in part 2,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about Squeenix. We're gonna talk about some of the PC gaming show, some stuff that we saw in there. Wow, a lot in there.
Yeah.
We also have Nintendo to talk about their games that are coming out, and also in part 2, we're gonna talk about what Steph and my day 1 top 5 games that are going to be a day 1 purchase for all of us, plus some honorable mentions. And also
Games that we're really looking forward to getting.
games. Yep, exactly. And I'll take this opportunity to say, because now we're just doing this on the fly and having a part 2, if you have any info, any discussions, any questions, anything that you want to maybe enlighten us with what we've talked about, or anything that's coming up in
School
this.
us
Yeah,
what we've
yeah.
gotten wrong.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like all I've done is talk shit this whole time, but it's really, I really try not to. But
Goddamn son of a bitch!
if you have any like questions or anything like that, you can send an audio question over, and we'd be happy, Steph and I both, to answer it live here on the show. Just record yourself on your phone, your computer, tablet, whatever have you, and then email it on over heinehouselive@gmail.com, and we'll answer them at the end of part 2.
Yeah.
This is cool. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. This has actually been a lot of fun.
Yeah. A lot of info, a lot of good games, a lot of laughs.
Yeah, and I was thinking we could get through this, but
There's a
no.
lot.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we're already pushing a lot. We don't want to rush through all this stuff. We got to talk about this stuff. You know, let's do it. It's no
Yeah.
problem. So we'll do part 1 this week, and then we'll continue to record tonight.
Yeah.
And then we'll publish it out the following week.
Let you do.
Yeah.
Or you can just like release it later on in the week.
Yeah,
Well,
just whenever.
Don't let me tell you what to do though.
Oh, but tell me what to do.
Get some help. Stop it.
Tell me what to do.
Stop it.
All right. So hey, thanks for listening, and Stephanie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I had a lot of fun. I hope
Yeah.
you guys did too.
Sure did. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I know you want to touch one of those. Go for it. And the soundboard.
Winner.
Yes. All right, y'all. We'll catch you next week. E3 Part 1
Part 1.
in the bag.
Part
Thanks
2
for listening.
Next week.
Part deuce. Bye now.
Bye.
That's all for this episode of Heine House Live. Thank you all so much for being here. This podcast is directly supported and funded by your generous pledges given on Patreon. You know, and if you're sitting there like, hey, thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. I had a good time. This was a good date. We had a nice sesh here. Maybe he had a little giggle. Maybe he had a little tickle. If you felt a little something, had a good laugh, cracked a little smile, swing on by Patreon. Just come on in. You don't even need reservations. It's always open for you, ready to go. Just come on by. Got a bunch of exclusive content, music, all kinds of stuff there for you. And of course, how about social media? If you're on the interwebs, maybe you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you can find me at handle at Heine House. And lastly, of course, audio questions. Please get those going. Get on the horn. Get on the bullhorn. Maybe you want to get on the string and cup. And maybe you got a talk boy. Maybe you want to submit that to me via talk boy. That would be fantastic. Bust out the cassettes. Submit those audio questions via email. HeineHouseLive@gmail.com. And of course, the real-time community chat can be found in our Discord server where the party never ends. It continues all night long. HeineHouse.com. See y'all in the next one. Bye now.